Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the least important recordings ever. And this was such an easy call. Holy cow. It's Roger Norrington, The Romantics. Oh my God, what a vile collection of junk this is. 10 CDs worth of misconceived, unidiomatic, musically, expressively sterile performances, all for your delectation. Now, I've trashed Norrington for years. And you know it. You've seen the other videos. Let me just explain why he bothers me so much. This is on Hänssler, by the way. Unfortunately, look. It's not just the business with vibrato. It's a lot of it, actually, because that is his entire underpinning, his entire raison d'etre, is to play all the romantic repertoire with no vibrato whatsoever in the string sections. Now, it's not that this is wrong. It is wrong. It's factually wrong. It's objectively wrong. It's aesthetically wrong. And he knows it, by the way. He really does, because you can't pin him down on the topic. When you show him all the evidence of how wrong he is, and it's overwhelming, oh my goodness, he just ducks and dodges and weaves and gets snippy about it. So that's not the issue. The issue, conductors do things that are wrong all the time. Artists do things that are wrong technically, right? Conductors reorchestrate things. They ignore tempo indications, phrasing indications, accentuation. Any performance of any score that you can name is approximate. And to the extent that it's approximate, it's wrong. Things get left out. That's the nature of the beast. But the difference with Norrington is that he is selling it as authenticity and correctness and scholarly rectitude. And it's none of those things. All of those claims are lies. They're lies. They're fraudulent. It's that simple when it comes to his handling of vibrato and sonority. And that created the Norrington sound. And he sold that and got hired by people like the Stuttgart Radio Symphony Orchestra and made a career out of it, out of deception. It's not as if, like I said, conductors haven't done this forever. The difference, though, is that when Leopold Tchaikovsky or someone else did something bizarre, they said, this is how I feel it. I have a right to do it. And damn it, I'm doing it. And if you don't like it, screw you. That's okay in my book. We can argue about it. We can call them out for it. But they take ownership of it. And they don't appeal to this vast, vague, horribly misconceived scholarly apparatus to justify what they're doing. Norrington is the aesthetics of cowardice. That's what he represents. He doesn't have the guts to say, I have no passion, I am an anemic and expressive nullity, and it's my job to render that in terms of the romantic repertoire, and you get to hear it. That's what he ought to do. It's like, that's how I feel it, that's how I'm going to do it, and so what? And that's what, I can't argue with that. I can't. He has the right to do it that way. He's being paid to do it that way. And so there you go. But gosh darn, don't tell me that what you're doing is correct in some objective sense. In the only objective sense we know, it's wrong. The way he plays this music is completely wrong. And, look at what we get in here. It's just terrifying. Schubert's Ninth with the Magic Harp, or Rosamunde Overture. Oh my gosh, it's lethal, lethally dull. Berlioz Symphony Fantastique and Les Francs Juges Overture. The Symphony Fantastique that he did was never terrible, actually, because it's so full of strange noises anyway. And it doesn't have room for a lot of that voluptuous sort of romantic music. Berlioz is romantic because he's crazy. It's frenetic romanticism. So, yeah, it's tolerable, but nothing special. Mendelssohn, the Scottish, the Italian, And the concert introductions by Roger Norrington. Oh, God. Horrifying. Bruckner 4. Oh, my goodness. This is not Bruckner. This is Bruckner. Yeah, that. Then we've got Brahms 3 and 4. Grotesque. Absolutely grotesque. I mean, they need a transfusion desperately. Some red corpuscles or something. Same thing with Dvořák 9 and the Carnival Overture. Well, that's fast. So it's not a very exciting performance, even though it's fast. The music is fast. His performance is sort of flat-footed. But Tchaikovsky, oh my God, can you imagine Tchaikovsky with no vibrato? Horrendous, the Pathetique and the Nutcracker Suite. Then we get Mahler 1 and Mahler 4. Are they the worst Mahler performances ever? Well, they're close. They're right up there. There's one thing I need to check here, just for the fun of it. Wait a minute. Oh, there was the Nutcracker Suite. Mahler 1. Yes, the Mahler 1, I knew it. It has the Blumina movement, which gives him an extra opportunity to desiccate the music, and with the extra movement played without a smidge of charm. Oh, my God. And then we've got, Elgar, In the South, Introduction and Allegro. It's for string orchestra. Holy mackerel. And the Enigma Variations. Totally non-happenings. All of them completely useless, unimportant, unremarkable, and simply evidence of a musical culture, and this is possibly the worst part of it of all, frankly, where we are so saturated with the same stuff and multiple performances of it that all you need to do to get attention is to do something different. And it doesn't matter how different that thing is, whether it's stupid or irrelevant or wrong-headed. As long as you're different, there are people out there, and I have to say, some of them have commented here saying, well, I like it because it sounds different. Well, what do you need to spend money on this? If you want it to sound different, get speed it up, play it at 78 RPMs, slow it down, play it while you're vacuuming, add your own sound effects. It doesn't matter that it's different. What matters is the quality of the difference, obviously. And the quality here does not exist. That's the point. So, yeah, boy. Well, aside from EMI's Norrington or Warner's Worthless Direct Box, this is the sequel to the Worthless Direct Box. It's just bad. Bad, bad, bad. So keep on listening, friends, and thank you so much for joining me.